Hi, it's Carol here, and this afternoon I'm going to show you this technique that I came up with. I haven't seen it anywhere. I was just experimenting with my Stampin' Up! Vellum, and then this came about, and I absolutely loved it. I'm going to be doing more of this. It's just like a torn, vintage type look, but the thing about this is, not only is it stamped, and the image stamped, and then the I don't know if you can see this. Let me just I'm going to bring it there. It has a an eighth of an inch raise on it. Can you see that? The trees are raised out from the image underneath. It's very pretty. So as I kept experimenting and experimenting, I came up with this. Now let me just see here. What I did use was white pigment ink. Now I use this craft pigment ink, but the Stampin' Up! Pigment ink is very good too. The white, I have it here somewhere on my desk because I was using it as well right here. So you can either use this one. Stampin' Up's Whisper White is a beautiful ink, but when I'm using, I'm just used to this one. As you can see, I like these. And I like Stampin' Up!, don't get me wrong, but I'm used to working with this one. It's an embossing ink pad. So that's what I used. Now, the first thing that I did, and I'm going to show you this is going to be raised up. It's a simple card. There's no difficult technique to this. It's going to be raised up on the white folded A2 card, white cardstock on the inside. This is getting ready to go on the inside, and see the little butterfly? This punch is gorgeous. It's a Martha Stewart punch, and it's right here. And what it does is the negative, it punches out the negative and the positive, and then the positive little butterflies, you pinch them and they raise up. It is a really nice punch. And then I use this little Recollections punch to get the small butterflies, and then the next size butterfly is the Stampin' Up! Butterfly small butterfly punch, and then I have the Martha Stewart detailed butterfly punch, which is beautiful. This one is really nice too because I have the stamp set, the Stampin' Up! Stamp set with this one. I just haven't opened it yet, but you can use any of them in this element. So let me see here. We'll start with showing you this raise technique for the vellum. I have a piece of cardstock here. I am going to, cut it down. I just didn't do that yet. And because I have so much on my desk, I can't really Okay, so here we go. So you are going to cut this at, let me see here. I am going to do it 5 inches, 5 inches by 4 inches. Okay, there we are. Then you can set that aside. Okay, I'll take that out of the way. And then you're just going to take a piece of your vellum and you're going to rip a section off like I did right here. You just tear a strip of this. And on your black cardstock, first of all, I want to just show you here. You're going to take, I took Lovely as a Tree. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful stamp. And let me put this, you're going to just get your whatever white pigment ink you're going to use. This is very nice. And you're going to stamp that out onto your black. Now, I'm going to run little butterflies down the right-hand side of my card. You can stamp it anywhere on this black you want. Oh, obviously that's going to go right there because it just fell off. Let's move it. There we are. And really, that's okay because, oh, came out beautiful. It's a tree. It has little wee things on there, and it's not going to make a difference if a few of them are scattered. So then you're going to take your white detailed embossing powder, and you're going, excuse me, you're going to emboss. Whoop, you don't want that hair. I'm shedding. There we are. Okay, and you know, the funny thing is, somewhere is my embossing buddy, and I had it out in front of me somewhere, so I would always use it. And because I've been doing some shopping, my desk is full, and I have been creating, oh, my nail got in some of that ink. I've been creating some techniques to be able to film. So, I don't know where it is. Another organized lost item. Okay, here we go. We have that. Then you're going to take your heat tool, plug it in, and wouldn't you think I'd be prepared? I've been doing this long enough. I know to plug this in. There we are. I'm going to let it heat up for a while. And the next thing we're going to work on is our vellum. And that's why I like this super thick vellum from Stampin' Up. It is a really nice vellum. Now, you're going to see the trees really whiten up. See at the top here? I wanted to show you this, because sometimes I make the mistake. Do you see it up at the top where it is? You know, I had to learn all this stuff when I was first starting to make cards. I would get too quick, and then I would take it away, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'd rub against it and it wasn't embossed because I didn't wait for it to activate. And there you go. You can see that it turns to that plastic look that we all love so well. There we are. Okay, that's done. Shut that off. And now we are going to work on the actual vellum that is going to go on top of here. Now, I am not too worried whether all of it is covered. That looks good, like that. Okay, if it comes out the bottom, it's fine. I didn't measure anything. This is just the way I did it, because I think just that element of being not dead on really looks good. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take the vellum. I'm going to take some StazOn, and I'm going to do the gray. This is Dove Gray, and StazOn now comes in so many colors. It's absolutely beautiful. That should stay down on the bottom there. And where's my image here? We're going to take Lovely as a Tree and clean it off. I was watching a CHA video with Tim Holtz, and he took out this beautiful binder with all of his stamps on it. And they were all black dried ink over all his stamps. And one of the ladies said, "My stamps don't look like that. They're all clean." And he said, "You don't have to clean all of them and take all your, you know, as long as you wipe them and they're dry, they are good to go." And you know what? He's absolutely right. I mean, just make sure. I have the StazOn, you know, cleaner and for these, and it's so oily. But you know what? As you can see, I'm not as fussy with it now. Oh, that is actually going to stick down now, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so it's nice and dry, so I'm going to take my Dove Gray I'll rub over it like this. And Sukaniko makes these Stays On products, and I think they're wonderful. They also have, I just got it from my friend, this pickup stick. It's wonderful. So there you go. I think that's on there, don't you think? And then you're going to cover your ink, and let's take this over here. I'm going to stamp it right here. And that's the beauty of this mat that we have on our table. It picks up any of the other residue really nicely. Okay, so we have that image. That is beautiful. That dove gray is gorgeous. And because it's a Stays On product, makes it even better. Look at that. It just has a whisper of the trees. I love it. Then you're going to take your clear embossing powder, and we are going to clear emboss this. So what I'm going to do is heat up my heat tool, get it ready, and on the vellum, whether it stays on or it's not, you will notice it is a little wet. It's more wet than your standard ink when you're using it on vellum. So there you go. You're going to take that like that. Then you're going to make sure you cover it, because I'm accident prone and I don't feel like vacuuming about 16 tubs of that on my carpet. Okay, so now that's hot, and we will take, well, I think I can hang on to it here. And we are going to emboss that clear. See, and when you do, oh, it comes right up like a plastic. It's beautiful on the vellum. And that's why this thick vellum is so nice to work with. It looks like glass. Literally looks like glass. And this is what I was doing. I was just experimenting with the clear embossing powder, the white embossing powder, the vellum, and my Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils. So that's what you're going to do next after you cool this off. So you have your black like this. Let me just brush this off. There we are. And this image right here is going to go on here. Okay? So, like this. Now, okay, here we go. All right, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at it, figuring out what I'm doing here, because I just did that. So it is the mat I am looking for here. So then you're going to take a mat, your mat pack, whatever, but this is close enough. Then you're going to turn it over like this. Okay. Okay, this is the side that is going to go down on your trees, okay? So when you take this, when you go like this, you're going to, I want to just show you this. When you do this, here's the side you did not emboss. It is going down like this, but you are going to off-center it. You are going to have it so that you can see the white tips of the tree, the white below there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to take your vellum, and then the emboss side down, you're going to take your embossing tool, and this one will do. Let me just see here. And you are going to go and whiten up these trees like this. And be careful. See how it is really... I'm going to go to one that's smaller, a smaller tip. There. Okay. And then you're just going to make some impressions on the vellum itself. Okay. And this is what's going to show through when you turn it over and place the clear embossed side down. And as much as you want to do, as little as you want to do is fine, because you are going to see, I love these fir trees, you're going to see this image reversed, so it isn't going to matter. Okay, so let's just do this. You can circle it. Let's try that. And that's the beauty of this. It does not have to be perfect. And like I said before, that's why I love vintage shabby chic. It is not exact. There are some art things that are exact, but this isn't one of them. Okay, now, as hard as you press this down, okay, I'm going to do this tree just a little harder to show you. The more raised you're going to get your image. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see that raised image in there? I wish you could. It's about 1/4 inch from pressing in. Now you're going to take your watercolor pencils. I chose the, it's a Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils, the brown and the green. Then you're going to take a little bit of spritz of water, put it on your mat, and you're going to use a little brush or your water brush, but it's underneath all that stuff, and I'm not about to go under there and get it. So, just color it. Just color where your trees are, where you want the color, not the branches, and not the trunk, because you're going to do that in the brown. And do this, and as much of that color, because you're going to watercolor it there. And then you can take the grass areas like this and take the brown, do your stem, a little bit of branches in there. And this is where, oh, I'm telling you, this is beautiful. Okay, you will love this. This will be beautiful to put snowflakes on. There we are. That's it. Let's take some water, activate your pencil, and go to town here. I mean, it's this simple. Look at it. It's just, it's beauteous, as I would say. Beauteous. I think the Three Stooges said that, actually. Okay, so we have that. If you turn it over and you, I'm just going to dab it a bit. If you turn it over and it's not as colorful as you would like it, go back in. Go back in with your green pencil, like this, and reactivate it. Look at, that's all I'm doing. I mean, there's no real technique to this, as you can see. And that's all I'm going to do. Maybe a bit on the bottom. That's it. Take your originally white, and I want those trees. Let me see. Do I? Yeah, I want them to show through at the top of the vellum, like this. So then you're just going to tear this off right there. And look at this, my friends. This is beautiful. Let me just show you. Bring it down like that. I hope you can see that. I'm going to zoom that in because I really do want you to see how gorgeous this is with this raised image. Can you see that raised up? Oh, I love it. Then what you're going to do, like this one, is you're just going to put glue dots on the trees. I'm not going to do it for time's sake, but when this dries, just put your glue dots on the tree so you can't see it when you put this down. And my friends, that is beautiful. And then what I was going to tell you to do before you stamp, this stamp set I used was a Verve stamp set, and beautiful, beautiful images and sayings on this. And I put this thing on there that says, what the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the winter calls a butterfly. And that is beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. The winter. That's funny. It says, what the caterpillar calls the end of the world, it says the maker calls a butterfly. Of course, the Lord calls it a butterfly. What am I thinking? So then I am going to raise this up with 4,000 dimensionals, like I always do. I want to thank everybody for going in and viewing my new blog as I think of it. I am so excited to have that blog, I can't tell you. I mean, when I did the other blog, and I liked it too, because I was amazed I could actually put a picture of ribbons on a blog myself. But Karen Valentine Designs, she is wonderful, wonderfully talented, self-taught blog creator. And she has a book out there that I'm just going to get. And it explains your blog, how to blog. So there you have that. And then Perfect Pearls. I'm going to spray on there. This one's silver. And I want to explain, I'm not going to do it in the camera. Good night, you're going to think you're on a ship. I'm going to explain Perfect Pearls. People think that Perfect Pearls should have color all over, and they get disappointed when they see that it's so clear. But that's what it is. It's a mist. It's pearlescent. It is just to give a excuse me, a hint of shimmer in the background. It is not ink based to produce, you know, an ink colored thing. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'll probably do it on this one first. And look at there. You have that hint of beautiful shimmer. I'm going to do the bottom of this right there. Just a hint of shimmer on there like that. I love it. Okay? And then when I'm finished here, because my time is up, I encourage you to do this technique. When you see it in close up, you are going to love it. Love, love, love it. Now my next tutorial after this one downloads, I'm going to show you how to create a background using Copics and your vellum. It's absolutely stunning as well. So let's put this here. I cut out, where's the inside? I cut out with the small, oh, excuse me, I'm full of mist. I cut out some small butterflies on the inside on the vellum with a 1-inch strip going across like this. That's going to go there. And then this punch here from Martha Stewart. The negative makes the whole. The positive makes a hole but leaves the butterfly there. And you just pinch the little butterflies in. It is so cute. And then what I thought I would do is I'm going to edge this. This is going on the inside to write my sentiment like this. And then I am just going to edge the corners here. And I was looking at I'm going to do a video on different silver and gold and white pens. I will do that because it's amazing the difference you get in all these. And I think everybody likes to know what they should buy. You know, instead of like me, just go out and buy it all. Then say, oh no, I don't like that. No, you don't want to do that. You want to, when they have a little place in the store to practice with their samples, take a second and practice with them. Then you end up with getting just the things you like. And I put it in my mom's tip jar, Be Generous. And we are going to learn about our markers there. And thank you so much for joining me. And here's the little butterflies that I am going to put up the sides. I have to close it down. These are this little punch, this little recollection punch of butterfly, and then the negatives that fell out of the Martha Stewart punch right there. these teensy little things, oh my, I'd have you snoring if you had to watch me put these on. They're going on top of the vellum. And I'll show you one just done like that. And they're going to run up the side like that. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. You have a blessed weekend. And join me back because I'm going to do a Copic tutorial. Thank you ever so much.